My
Brecken,
hair.
how are you, man? Look at you in your outsider shop shirt.
Heck yeah, I'm rocking the merch.
Yeah, you are, man. I was secretly hoping. Look at you coming through. You make it look good, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy. How's your night? How's it going?
It's going great. Pretty tired, I just finished a long day of school. I go to this art school, so it ends at 5 every day. It's
I got you.
literally a 9 to 5 job.
Wow. Well, man, just to jump right into Yellowstone, we have watched you grow up on screen. And I mean, I don't have to tell you that, but is that something that you ever think about? What's that experience been like growing up as such a big part of the top show on television?
I mean, I think it's great. Like, this is the show you want to grow up on because Taylor Sheridan didn't want to film it in LA or some big city, he wanted to film it in Montana. So while I'm in California for half of the year, I'm basically living a double life. I got the city life and I got the country life. And it's just perfect. And also it's really good to look back on like the older episodes and see how much I've advanced in like my acting career. And I just think this is like the perfect show to grow up on for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're not one of those actors that doesn't like to watch yourself on camera. You're cool going back
Oh,
and
I
seeing
I
little
love
Brecken.
I love Yellowstone, man. I love watching that show.
Well, I mean, it definitely helps that, like you said, Yellowstone's the one you get to watch. Doesn't get much
Mhm.
better than that, especially with your TV grandfather being Kevin Costner. You got to talk to me a bit about working with the man himself and what that relationship's been like for you.
It's amazing working with Kevin. I admire him so much. Like, it could be the smallest scene that means nothing. And he perfects every like his attention to detail is so great and he perfects every little detail. It's like let's say there's like a half-eaten dish and the fork's this way. It's like, no, when you're done, you put the fork this way. So we had to like change it, and it's really great. And he's also a really good storyteller as well. Like in between takes, he tells amazing stories, gives great advice, and he's amazing all around, truly.
That's awesome, man. You're kind of getting that experience a little bit yourself. I would imagine everyone, wherever you go at this point, is recognizing you. I mean, you've grown up fast, so people might not recognize you at first, but is there anywhere you can go at this point where people aren't like, hey, Tate Dutton?
Well, like you said, I did grow very fast from like season 4. Like the first couple of seasons, I didn't really get recognized a lot because I would keep growing and growing and they couldn't recognize me. And but ever since the premiere, I have been getting recognized a lot lately, and it's just like, wow, people want to take a picture with me. Like, this is crazy. No way.
It's awesome, man. It's well deserved, especially you've been fantastic throughout the show, but this season, man, is such an emotional roller coaster, especially for Tate. What was that experience like really getting into that drama now that you're older? Because I mean, you've been through it as Tate, even as a little dude, getting
Yeah.
abducted, everything. I mean, that's some intense acting, but everything hits the fan in season 5. You lose a little brother. We can talk about that now. I mean, what was that process like for you?
It wasn't really only an emotional roller coaster for Tate, it was also an emotional roller coaster for me as well. It's very, very like it's a crazy process to really put your mindset into Tate's traumatic mindset. And it's like I do a lot of different acting exercises, and these kind of scenes are definitely the hardest to really like have that traumatic mindset when really you're just Brecken, just chilling on set. And it's really difficult to really get there. And it worked. I'm proud of my work, and I'm proud of the scene and how it turned out.
Good, man. You should be. It shows. Honestly, it that blew me away. You were so still in that moment, but everything we needed to know about everything that happened really happens through Tate, which is crazy. And it's a good thing, really, that you don't have life experience to pull on for that scene,
Yeah,
which,
thank you.
so it could be worse, but congratulations on that scene and everything that we've seen so far, man. It's been fantastic.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's got to help at this point too. You've known Luke Grimes and you've known Kelsey for so long now. Your on-screen parents. What has that relationship been like half a decade on? You know, what are things changing? Are you guys getting closer? Are things kind of just you've always been a family? What's going on there?
Well, ever since day one on set, every scene, or basically every scene, we've always been together. It's always me, Kelsey, Luke. Either like every scene I'm in, either one of them are in as well. And they're my best friends on set, you know. In between takes, we joke around, we have a lot of inside jokes. And it's not really only about the friendship as well. It's also I really admire their different the acting styles, you know. Um, Luke really taught me like you can't just start acting. The camera goes on and boom, I'm Tate all of a sudden. Like when you have a big scene, you really have to get your mind ready for that scene. And you can do that in any way, like whatever it takes. You really got to just switch your mindset. You know, you can't be Brecken when you're doing these really harsh scenes. And basically, Luke and Kelsey really just opened the whole acting door up for me. And I really, really admire them a lot.
Well, that's great, man. I think that shows on camera too, for what that's worth.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Where do you see Tate heading, man, with this family? You've got such a dichotomy going on with Monica's ancestry and the Dutton ancestry on Casey's side. That's got to be interesting for Tate. Where do you see him going?
I honestly have no idea. I mean, Taylor, I don't know what Taylor's up to, but all I know is it's definitely going to be a wild ride. You know, me personally, I hope I become a Dutton. I hope I own that ranch someday.
That's perfect, man. You know, I think everybody
Yeah.
watching is hoping that too. No offense to either side, but
Yeah.
that's one hell of a legacy right there.
Hell yeah. I think that's another show for another time, but I would love to play the next John Dutton for
We'd
sure.
love to see it, man. Did you grow up liking westerns like Yellowstone, or was Yellowstone kind of your introduction to the genre?
Yellowstone was definitely my introduction to the genre. And I mean, after filming Yellowstone, I'm like, dude, cowboys are sick. Like I gotta watch more freaking Western shows, you know? There's this one show me and my mom watched called Hell on Wheels. It's like an older Western. It's really great. I loved it.
That's awesome, man. So is that
Yeah.
something you'd like to explore, even if it's as Tate Dutton or somewhere else? Is that somewhere you want to go with your career?
Yes. Yes. I
Awesome.
love Westerns, man. I riding horses, shooting guns, like who doesn't love that, you know?
That's so true. Are you going to stick with the horse riding? Is that something you're going to take with you forever?
Yes. Shout out Diane on set. She taught me all the horse work and I love it, honestly.
Awesome, man. Well, to talk a little bit more about the Monica Dutton side of things, has getting into that part of Tate's character, has that kind of opened up your mind to the indigenous history of Native Americans and everything? Is that something you've started to explore as it's part of your character?
Yeah, I've learned a lot like for the funeral scene, like they had all this traditional stuff going on and Moses Brings Plenty is an amazing actor in the show and I asked him I'm like what is this for? And he he teaches me a lot about the tradition and the culture and I love it, you know? It's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you get to work with Mo some in this season. Hopefully, you get two more. He's an MVP. We love Mo.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Who's
He's
somebody on the show that you haven't really worked with that you'd like to get some scenes in with?
Beth. Beth is kick ass. I need more scenes with Beth, honestly.
Yeah. Have you done
I
any work
kind
with
of
Kelly Riley? We haven't really seen you guys too much on screen together.
no, we've had like two scenes together and season three, I think, me and Teeter had this dialogue and I like told a joke, she laughed. I thought that was totally gonna become something like the Tate and Teeter like friendship. Like I thought that would be perfect, but I don't Taylor didn't go anywhere with that, but I was excited. I was excited for that.
Yeah, man, the Tate and Teeter show. That's a ringer right there.
Hell yeah.
We'll have to make that happen. Well, getting into the rest of season 5, man, we've got 10 more episodes still. What was
Yep.
that experience like going from filming 9 or 10 to 14? Because you guys are basically making a movie already, but at this massive scale. And now you've got 14 episodes. What was that shoot schedule like for you?
It was very chaotic because we didn't know if we were going to have a break. We didn't know when we are going to be back. Like, should I continue to go to the school or should I go back to online? Like, it was kind of just like a mess of everything. We're just scrambling, and I do miss my friends a lot filming. We FaceTime every day, and I mean, we're only halfway done. We go back soon. Who
So
am
you
I to
guys
be
you
complaining?
haven't filmed the second part of season 5.
Nope.
Wow. See, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. And I should know that. Shame on me. That's crazy,
No,
man.
no,
So when
no.
do you head back to film the rest of season 5?
Soon.
Soon.
I think March probably.
Okay. Do you know
But
what's, I mean, have you seen the script? Do you know what's in store for Tate Dutton? Or are you about to be really surprised?
I mean, I'm probably gonna be really surprised soon, but we have not received the other half of the script yet.
Wow. Okay. So what about what we've seen? We've seen season 5 episode up through episode 4 right now. So we've got a handful more in this first half of season 5. What are you
Mhm.
looking forward to fans seeing for Tate and for the Duttons in general with what we've got going right now?
Well, gotta keep my mouth shut. Cannot spoil anything.
All
But
right, man. I don't want to put you in
everybody
any danger.
dies. No.
Does Taylor Sheridan have a sniper outside? I mean, raise your hands, both hands, if you need.
Hey, hear me out, man. Hear me out. No.
Man, it's been so awesome chatting with you. Is there anything that
Yeah.
you want to say to the fans or people watching Yellowstone and hanging out with season 5 and loving it? What do you want to say to the people out there?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Keep watching. It's gonna be crazy.
I love it, man. I have no doubt. Brecken Merrill, you're the man in his outsider shop shirt. Thanks so much for making the time to talk with us.
Outsider, let's go.
Man, we're huge fans. Keep kicking ass. Congratulations on everything, bud. The show's fantastic. You got a bright future ahead of you. Take care,
Thank you,
man.
man. It means a lot, man. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Let's talk again soon. Have a good night, buddy.
See ya.